Yeah, Dick Butkus. I mean, wow. I mean, this guy is the legend of all legends. Lee, you've probably seen him like in Soldier Field back in the day.
I've interviewed him a couple times. What a great linebacker. He was Chicago's son. He was from Illinois, played for the Fighting Illini, drafted by George Halas. In fact, he was drafted the same year Gale Sayers was drafted by the Chicago Bears. And here's the most stunning statistic. Two of the greatest players of the NFL of that era, they never made a playoff game. Never.
Wow.
In their whole career in the National Football League. He changed the inside linebacker position. Now, granted, there were inside linebackers in the era of the 50s and 60s that were pretty good. There was an old guy in Philadelphia by the name of Chuck Bednarik. Charlie Cement, they called him. He was rugged. And Sam Huff. CBS did a documentary on him, The Violent World of Sam Huff. He was a fine player with the New York Giants and at the end with the Washington Redskins. But this guy changed the game. He was big. He was fast. He was fierce. He combined intelligence, size, strength, and speed. And he'd go chase you down and he would hit you. He had a personality that was just nobody had ever seen. He was the first of the modern day great inside linebackers. What Butkus did then became the blueprint for Jack Lambert.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, everybody thought linebackers inside, linebackers outside would need roaring speed. And that brought us Lawrence Taylor and then so many others. He was a personality, made 8 Pro Bowls in 9 years, suffered a devastating injury, career was over with a snap of his fingers. Transition from modern day mayhem in football to TV. And he was unique and he was really different and he was verbose. He was just a new breed of football player. I interviewed him twice when he was a TV guy in the movies and on these shows, etc. And the one we talked about his ferocity as a player, and the one comment I'll never forget, he said, I don't intentionally go out to hurt anybody, even though NFL film shows all these unbelievable hits. I don't hurt anybody unless it's an important game. So we said goodbye. He was special. He was age 80. He passed in his sleep, but what a performer on the field and on your TV.
Yeah, unbelievable. And I was trying to figure out, when he played. I went back and looked at the Football Reference online, and I think he got started in the mid-'60s, finished up in 73. What was the injury that finally took him out?
Had a major knee injury. And this was before sports medicine became sports medicine, but it was the end of his career with a snap of his fingers. And it was kind of like Gale Sayers. He had a catastrophic knee injury and just wasn't ever quite the same again. But boy, he was fierce. The monster of the Midway.
Indeed. I mean, he's like the marquee guy, but isn't it kind of funny that the guy that was so ferocious has the name Butkus, which is all kind of like funny as a result. But yeah, I just remember like when I started understanding him, I was just a wee lad back in the 70s, but I remember seeing him on TV a lot. I think he was in all of those Miller Lite commercials, right?
Well, him and Billy Martin.
Yeah. So what a guy though. And yeah, still revered in Chicago. And yeah, I mean, it's a tough week here for the Bears fans because yeah, he's an icon.
On we go from